Hi guys, Alex Underwood here and welcome back to my channel, my aliens. My intro that I created for this video accidentally got deleted, so I just wanted to go ahead and introduce the video that I would be doing today. I went to a party that was themed Devil's Night, so I decided to do some devil horns because why not be extra? I love to be extra, so this is just a video showing you how to do these cute little devil horns. I know I've done demon horns on here before, but it's kind of the same, kind of different, but I'm gonna show you how to do it anyway because I figured if I do a makeup look, I might as well throw it up for y'all to see. But if you want to learn how to do some cute devil horns, go ahead and stay tuned. To start off, I'm going to get 2 little circles of single ply tissue, and I'm going to cut those out with my fingers, kind of. You don't want them to be too big, you want them to be about as big as the bottom of the horn is, and we are just going to use that to give a little bit extra barrier between the horns and our skin, so we don't have to directly put spirit gum onto our skin, because I don't really like doing that. It's a little bit hard to get off. I like to put it on top of latex that I already have put down. So you're just going to go ahead and get those little tissues, and then you're going to put some liquid latex down where your horns are going to go, and then you're going to put the tissue on top of that, and then put liquid latex on top of that to make sure that it is sealed into the skin and it's not going to go anywhere, and just so we have that base down so we can start with the rest of the horns. And be very, very careful not to get any liquid latex into your eyebrows because it is not fun to get out, and I want brows with this look, so I am being extra careful, making sure I know where I'm putting that latex and then it's not dripping down anywhere I don't want it to go. Right, we're going to go ahead and apply some spirit gum on top of the dried liquid latex. Make sure you wait for it to dry a little bit, because if you try to put it on when it's wet, then it's just going to fall off. You're going to put spirit gum on the liquid latex that we put down, and you're also going to put it on the back of the horn where it touches your skin, and you're pretty much just going to hold it there until it doesn't fall off anymore, which takes a little bit of time. But once it is all set down, we're going to go ahead and put some latex around the base of that horn so we can start applying the cotton that is going to make it look like the horn is growing out of our skin. So you're just going to lather some latex all around that area so the cotton has something to stick to. And then you're just going to take little strands of cotton and wrap it around the horn, kind of creating that little barrier of skin per se to make it look like it is coming out of the skin. And then you're just going to blend the edges of it down to make sure that they blend into the face nice and smoothly, so it doesn't look like we went and glued something on our face. It looks natural. And then of course you're going to blend it up onto the horn to make it look like the horn is coming out of that cotton. And then of course, as soon as that cotton is down, you are just gonna lather it up in some more latex to make sure that it is all secure and ready to go. Of course, being careful that you're not getting latex anywhere you don't want it to be, i.e. too far up on the horns or too far on the skin so it starts looking like you do have latex on, because that's not what you want. And then I'm just using a little spatula to kind of smooth all of that out and make sure that it is looking nice and realistic. And then of course make sure you get it all the way around that horn so you do not have any areas where it doesn't look like it's natural, because that's the goal here, to make it look like we are actually Satan. You can also use some tissues to help blend the edges a little bit if you're having trouble getting that cotton to lay down how you want. This is just gonna help give it a little bit on top to give it that nice transition from latex cotton to skin tone. Well, not skin tone, but to skin. You can also take that spatula and use it to kind of push down on the cotton that is touching the horn itself to kind of create a wrinkled effect. I did do this little wrinkled effect because I thought it added a lot more detail and dimension to the look, so I went ahead and used my spatula to just kind of push that down. Next, I'm going in with my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer, and I'm just putting that all over my face so my foundation has something to stick to. Then of course going in with my Kat Von D Lock It Foundation in the shade Light 45 Warm to blend that latex into my skin, because the latex is a little more orange yellow tone than my natural skin tone is. So I am just bouncing that all around those, making sure that every single crevice is covered in that foundation so it doesn't look weird or wonky. And of course use some cotton to clean off those horns if you do get some foundation on them. Just a wet cotton swab will get that right off. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow, so I'm just putting some foundation on my lids so the shadow has something to stick to, and I'm going in with shade Prick from the Jeffree Star Bloodsugar palette. This is the only shadow I used for this look, so I am just packing that all over the lid, making sure it's as pigmented as I want it to be, because we're going to put some glitter down later that is red as well. So I'm just packing that shadow down, making sure that my lid is super pigmented, and then just going in with a blending brush to kind of fan out and blend out those edges with the same exact color. So I'm just going back and forth, making sure that it blends into the skin nice and smoothly. I'm going to go ahead and do some liner. I am doing some winged liner today, but I went ahead and did a straight bar first so I knew how thick I wanted to make this liner. So I'm going in with my Kat Von D liner in shade Trooper, and then I went ahead and put some tape down so I can do my winged liner, and I'm just winging that out. It's a pretty simple wing. I didn't want a super bold one since we had these crazy horns going on our forehead. Now I'm going in with my Too Faced glitter glue, and I am just putting that all over the lid where we want that glitter to go, being very careful not to get it over the eyeliner that we put down, because we want to make sure that there's that difference between where the glitter is and where the eyeliner is. We don't want those getting mixed together. And then I'm just going in with my NYX glitter in shade 09. This is a red glitter that I'm just packing all over the lid, making sure that we are nice and glitzy. I'm going in all over my face now with the same foundation I used on my forehead. This is my Kat Von D Tattoo Lock It Foundation in Light 45 Warm, and I'm just bouncing that all over my face with a damp beauty blender. And as soon as that was all blended into my skin, I went ahead and set it with my RCMA No Color Powder. Next, I'm just going in under my eye with the same shade that we used on the top lid. This is shade Prick from the Jeffree Star Bloodsugar palette, and I am just smoking out that lash line to kind of pull the look together a little bit more, and I'm just using a sort of pencil blending type brush to do this. I'm going to go ahead and contour my face with my Benefit Hoola bronzer, making sure to cut those cheeks because you know that the devil would be contoured to, well, not the gods, but, you know, a word I can't say on the internet without getting demonetized. And of course, do not forget to blend that out so you don't have any harsh lines going on your face, because that is not the look we are going for today. Next, we're going to go ahead and start doing the bruising around the horns. I want it to look like they are painful and hurting when they come out of my skin. So we're really just bruising this up. I used every single color in this bruise wheel to create this bruise because I wanted it to look nice and nasty and gnarly. I started with the dark red shade and then moved into a purple, did some blues, a little yellow, a little green, just blending those out with a Q-tip because Q-tips do really well with cream type of paints to say when it comes to SFX looks, and I don't really want to get a brush dirty, and Q-tips get the job done, so that's why I use these Q-tips. And of course, making sure that you blend it out and tap it out so it isn't super harsh lines all the way around, because you don't want any harsh lines. You want it to look like this is a nice, disgusting bruise, and bruises don't always have sharp lines, and that's not what I was going for. I'm going in with my alcohol activated paint and some 99% alcohol in a black alcohol activated paint to kind of add some dimension around where the horns are coming out of the cotton, just so it has that depth in it and it really looks nice and detailed. Shadows and highlights are everything, ladies and gentlemen. Next, I'm going in with highlight. I'm just taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in shade White Sand and packing that all over the high planes of my face, including my cheekbones, inner corner, brow bone, nose, and Cupid's bow, making sure that we will really, really glow in the flames that we will be surrounded by as the devil. And next I'm going in with my lips. I am doing a very sharp pointed Cupid's bow for this look because I thought it just added so much extra sass and detail to the look. So I'm just using a little detailed brush to outline my Cupid's bow and then just filling in the rest of my lips with that same black lipstick. This is Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick in shade Weirdo. And my very favorite part of the entire look, we are going in with some blood. I am taking my Nye Scab Blood and I'm just putting that everywhere that I want to, but mostly focusing it around where the horns are coming out of the skin, and then, you know, just putting on so much that I'm so bloody and I could probably make a mess if someone touched me. But, you know, the more blood, the better, the gorier, the better. That's my motto. And lastly, going in with some liquid blood just to add a different kind of blood that has kind of a different shade to it and to make it look nice and sticky and wet like it just happened. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I hope you loved watching this video because I loved doing it because, you know, I love prosthetics and I love creating stuff with my hands because I think it's fun. So, you know, getting to mold the horns and attach them to my face, everything I love. I just love it so much. It's so much fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and learning how to recreate this look. If you guys want to hang out with me when I'm not on YouTube, you can follow me on Snapchat at Alex_Underwood and on Twitter and Instagram at Alex with 2 X's 2017. Do not forget that second X, because if you do, you won't be able to find me. And you guys can look me up on my website, which will always be linked down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notifications for when I upload, and share the video so more people can join in the alien family. I cannot wait to see you guys on the next one. Bye, my aliens.